Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and this video is going to be showing the first-person view of NCG DyS getting rank 1 in the world for seasonal hardcore. And I'm just going to kind of be showing his view and doing some light commentary explaining it while I'm showing the video of him playing. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so... Alrighty, so if I pull up the seasonal leaderboard, we've got... Alrighty, first of all, big shout out to DyS. I will drop a link to his stream down in the video description. Make sure and check him out. It was really nice of him to let me use his footage and kind of do a video like this. This is something... I'm experimenting with. It's kind of a new concept. I kind of thought of like showing a really cool rank 1 push or something and then doing some light commentary over it. If you like it, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. That way I know not to do these anymore. And if you do like it, let me know and I'll try to continue to do a few of these a season to show some really good players getting rank 1. But yeah. DyS, in my opinion, is the best Diablo 3 player in the world. He's won something like 40 seasonal hardcore leaderboards, which is the most in the world. He can get #1 on many different classes and has done it season after season after season. Very knowledgeable and very skilled player. If I pull up the leaderboards here, we see Solo Necromancer is NCG DyS. Gonna be running the Pestilence Corpse Lance build that has kind of been king for Necromancers throughout the seasons. So yeah, right now I'm gonna kind of get into the video part of showing him play. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so here it goes. This is him attempting to get rank 1 in the world for Season 15 Hardcore. And a couple things to point out really quickly is I did speed this up slightly just so that the clear would take like 11 minutes instead of 14, just to kind of make the video flow a little bit better and, you know, make me not have to talk so long. But if that's something that you don't like, make sure and let me know and I can play it in perfect real time. Just kind of encompassing the build, what the goal is here. You'll see on his left click, he's got that ability is called Simulacrum, and that's going to help him pump out tons of damage. So what he's going to kind of do is try to work around Simulacrum during his cold Convention of Elements and group up as many mobs as he can during that time so that he can pump out as much damage as possible on the map. A couple other little things to note is you're going to see yellow circles on the ground. Those are Oculus Ring spawns, and he's going to do a lot more damage if he's standing in that little yellow circle. And oh, he procced his cheat death here. So I'm going to stop talking. Look at that Molten going off. That Molten's going off like a yard away from his foot, and he just stands there on proc. So, the heart of a lion. I would have been running away from that Molten. That's probably why I'm not rank 1 world. But yeah, he's still on proc, and if you've never played this build, this is risky. Like, the type of gear that he has, I believe he has a primal weapon, and he's just playing on proc, going in deep, trusting his ability. But yeah. So anyway, those Oculus Rings, those yellow circles on the ground, he's going to be trying to stand in those. And also the set that he's wearing with the Compass Rose and Traveler's Pledge, he's going to do a lot more damage if he stands still. So you'll see him kind of try to stand still, group things up, and then boom, pop his Simulacrum when his Convention of Elements is on poison. That way when it flips over to cold, he gets a full rotation of himself standing still to really maximize the value and potential of the build. Another quick thing I want to point out is if you'll see his cursor is pink and it's kind of like a little bit bigger and more pointy. There is a way to customize your cursor. I believe what he's using is called YOLO mouse. I've been thinking about possibly doing a video on that subject and how to get a custom cursor and kind of how to set it up and the different options you can have doing that. But yeah, that's kind of the general stuff that I wanted to cover, and now I'll just kind of walk you through him playing this clear. So right now he's a little bit behind the timer, and earlier he did save that conduit pylon. I believe he's saving that for when he pushes up to the northwest, because pushing up there to the northwest in this map is usually pretty good density. So he's going to save it for that push up to the northwest. Right now, he's just kind of clearing and looking for packs and getting as much progression as he can. And also, you'll notice he doesn't pick up the globes until he's done getting value out of his build. And then he scoops up the globes and moves forward. He's not going to waste time picking up globes while he can do damage. There you see him jump from yellow ring to yellow ring. He's trying to stand in those rings to do more damage. Then pop simulacrum, yellow ring, burst down the yellow. And stand still, wait, then pick up the globes. So that has pushed him ahead of the timer, so he's doing good. Right now, he's just kind of grouping up as many mobs as he can because you don't want to waste your simulacrum to kill like 4 or 5 mobs. You want to get like 20, 30 mobs on the screen to get as much progression as possible. This is a pretty decent floor 1. Those mobs that you see dashing, those can be a little sketchy. So it's not an amazing floor 1. But with Decrepify and with DyS's ability to kind of traverse the map, he should be fine. That was a good yellow pack there. He burst that down really quickly. So with this build, what you're hoping for is a channeling pylon. And then probably power. Oh, and right there, he actually gets a channeling pylon. Almost procced there. The reason channeling pylon is so strong with this build is because you can get that simulacrum up so much faster, and when you have simulacrum in this build, it's the most damage in the game. So channeling just enables you to do the most damage in the game much more often. So ideally, when you get a channeling pylon, you want to get 2 or 3 elite packs. It looks like he's going to get 2. He was able to find a second pack during that channeling pylon. Now, this level, I would expect him to try to kind of get through quickly. Excuse me. Because the layout and traversing the map on this level is sometimes not great. And packs can be pretty spread out on this level. And also, the mob type here, he's fighting against spear chuckers, which aren't very fun to fight against when you're pushing this high of a GR. That's kind of a rough mob type to have to go against. So yeah, he just kind of gets out of there. Pushes on to the 3rd floor. Notice how he pushes forward, then comes back for the globes. Maximize that damage. And I know DyS is making this look easier than it is. This is really tough. To manage your toughness and manage all these things going on, and your different cooldowns and your COE rotation, and keep cursing things to stay safe, group things up, stand in the yellow circles. It is really tough. It's a lot to manage, and you can die like that. You know, I mean, it's hardcore, so if he makes a mistake, if he gets in a sticky situation, procs his cheat death and can't get out of there, it's game over. He loses his primal scythe, loses all those augments, all that gear. So the stakes are high right now, even though DyS makes it look really easy. Oh, I have an alarm going off on my phone. Sorry about that. I don't know how long that was going off. Oh, and one more thing. I can't play the audio of the game because while he was streaming, he was listening to music. So I can't infringe on copyright and play music from other people during a video. Then you're at risk of getting a copyright infringement. That's funny, I couldn't even hear that alarm because I had my headset on. I couldn't even hear my cell phone kind of going off there. Okay, so now he's getting close to spawning the RG, and what you have to do here is, by the way, I think he jogged up there and saw that pylon was a speed pylon, and that had to have been disappointing. He's hoping for a power pylon there. He's already had the channeling, so he can't get that one again. He's hoping for the power pylon, but yeah, he's going to be trying to manage spawning the RG around the cooldown of his Simulacrum. You don't want to spawn the Rift Guardian when Simulacrum has 20 seconds left until you get it back, because then you're just going to be running around while the Rift Guardian's trying to hurt you. But look at DyS checking the clan loot. He clicked on an item that a clanmate found to check it out while he's pushing for rank 1. That's hilarious to me, that he checks the clan loot while he's in a hardcore rank 1 push. That would be the last thing on my mind right now, is checking the clan loot. That's pretty funny. But yeah, so he's going to try to probably do one more Simulacrum and then leave progression globes on the ground and wait for Simulacrum to kind of be close to coming back up. And maybe go grab that speed pylon just so he can have a little bit more mobility if he needs it during the RG fight. Oh, and he took a lot of damage there. Yeah, and he can take it now because the RG fight isn't going to take a minute. And there, see, now Simulacrum comes down as soon as the RG kind of pops in. He's going to get everything. There's no yellow circle to stand, then it shouldn't matter. He's going to burst down that RG. The RG actually sticks with a sliver of health. And boom, there's rank 1 Necro. Alrighty, that's going to do it for this video. Again, big shout out to DyS. Thank you for letting me use this footage from your stream. Check out the link to his stream down in the video description. And let me know what you think about this type of video. If you think it's kind of cool or if you think it's kind of lame, make sure and let me know so I know to either do more of these or to not do any more of these, I guess. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.